Eric Andre has just announced that the 6th season of his absurd self-titled show premieres in June. As a huge fan of it and ranch dressing, I want to talk about everything we know about the coming season thus far. Before we get deeper into this video, I first want to talk about my Sprite sponsorship. It's lemon lime to the extreme! Not sponsored. I have to say that legally. Okay, seriously though, I do want to thank everybody for watching my video on Justin Roiland's Downward Spiral. While it was a tough video for me to make, seeing someone I looked up to turn out to be a monster, I really appreciate all the views. It's my most watched video across all 3 of my channels, and it was my first time making more serious content. Usually I'm a big old goofball, but that video required a bit more professionalism than what I usually bring to the table. I like to joke about pooping in people's mouths and eating rats most of the time. I'm planning on posting a follow-up due to some of the more disturbing comments I received on that video though. Look out for it soon. But anyways, let's get back to rapper Ninja Warrior, or the Eric Andre show. Eric will be returning for the self-proclaimed sexy season 6 on June 4th to Adult Swim later this year. According to Adult Swim, Eric is back behind the desk like never before, ripped, shredded, full of energy, complete with beads of sweat dripping down from his taut nips onto his glistening 6-pack abs. Watch pampered celebrities regret their choices, rappers get the runaround, and a slate of street pranks so egregious they collectively inspired a record 30 phone calls to 911. Impressive. Speaking of celebrities who will regret their life decisions, let's name some of the season 6 contenders. The guests on this season include Natasha Lyonne, Jaleel White, Block Chyna, John Hamm, Raven-Symoné, Diplo, Damon John, Megan Good, Rico Nasty, Waka Flocka Flame, Tanashi, Cypress Hill, and Lil Yachty. If that wasn't enough big names, the network also states that the season will feature a host of other celebrities so big we legally can't use them in promotions. Damn. As we know from the last season, Hannibal Buress left the show as co-host due to a nasty nose hair that definitely was not his. New co-hosts in season 5 ranged from Felipe Esparza, Blanable, a Frankenstein abomination born from Hannibal's nose hair, and Kraft Punk. You know, the cheese guy who can't die, I forgot about him too. However, in season 6, there will be a new co-host named the Fridge Keeper. I'm terrified to learn what is in said fridge. If I had to guess, maybe it's a jar full of worms, Blanable's severed limbs, Hannibal's hands, maybe. I feel like I'm getting close. Eric made an Instagram post yesterday revealing some behind-the-scenes shots from the atrocities he's committed over the past few years. I wonder which one of these pics resulted in one of the 30 911 calls they talked about earlier. Probably all of them. Following the announcement of the season 6 release date, Andre said, "The wait is finally over. We broke a lot of hearts, sets, and famous people's publicists to bring you our most chaotic season so far. We've barely recovered." I love the Eric Andre show for its jaw-dropping absurdity and Eric's bizarre style of comedy. It's gotta be Flying Lotus's favorite show, and I wouldn't be surprised if David Lynch jerked off to it. It's the modern-day response to the Tom Green show, which was groundbreaking for its time, but misunderstood. If this video does well, I would love to do an in-depth analysis of why the Tom Green show was a miss for people of the late 90s, early thousands, where the Eric Andre show works for today's audience. I think Eric does some things better with this style of comedy, but Tom was the pioneer of it. Green is the father of the nightmare talk show genre, where Eric will always just be the prodigal son. But I love both, and it's a shame that Tom Green is so underground. All I will say is that if you like Eric Andre, watch a little movie called Freddy Got Fingered. Trust me on this, it's not porn, even though it kinda sounds like it. The biggest scene from that movie is a little ditty called "Daddy, Would You Like Some Sausage?" Guys, I promise, it's not porn. Watch it, please. Personally, I love every season of the Eric Andre show. From its low-budget roots to its bigger late-night studio-style set, the show has constantly evolved into a bigger, better thing. The first season is so minimalist, they had nowhere to go but up in the following seasons. 2, 3, 4, 5 just kept getting better and better. I do have a soft spot for season 3 though. They were just on it in that season for me personally. But 4 and 5 offered some of the craziest stunts and highest profile guests in the show's history. The only real negative I have about season 6, which 5 also suffers from, is a lack of Hannibal. Hannibal was a perfect dry humor contender to Eric's high energy. Season 5 lost something without Hannibal in the majority of the episodes, and I am slightly concerned for the show's future. Eric Andre is such a force to be reckoned with. He alone can keep me entertained and crying laughing. Without Hannibal though, you lose those killer opening monologues that are just so stupid they're genius. Blanable was a funny little joke, but I didn't care too much for the other co-hosts. I don't have anything specific against them, they just weren't as good as Hannibal. You need somebody to be a foil to Eric's high energy. That That doesn't necessarily mean that you need a Hannibal replica, like what Blanable is, just somebody to poke fun at Eric while also making the celebrities uncomfortable. Maybe the Fridge Keeper can be that? I wish Norm Macdonald was still alive. Rest in peace. Overall, I'm still pumped for Season 6. These pictures had me hyped and look crazier than ever before. I am so down to deliver another pizza ball to my local dojo. Are you excited for Eric Andre Season 6, and do you think that the show will ever be the same again without Hannibal? Leave me something about it in the comments below. Thanks for watching this new update video on Season 6 of The Eric Andre Show. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content on your favorite wacky talk shows in the future. Most of the time I talk about animated stuff here though. Just wanted to do something a little different today. Check out my horror movie channel, Killjoy Jake, if you're into that kind of stuff, and I'll see you in the next one, Space Cowboy.